Hey everybody, I'm making a really quick video. I'm sorry the lighting is a little off, it's a little dark, but my focus for this video is not me, but it's what I have in my hand. So let's talk about this a little bit. How many times have you gone out to eat to a restaurant or wherever, or coffee shop, and you get your coffee or tea or whatever it may be, and the wait staff plops this container on the table that has a multitude of packets, all in different colors. I'll turn this one this way, that way it's easier for you to see the differences in the colors. I've got 5 packets in my hand. I'm actually going to talk about 6 things, but I don't have the 6th packet with me, but you'll get it in a minute. So, first one is the white packet. The white packet is sugar. We all understand what sugar is and how it's used as a sweetener, and that it's all natural, and it's 16 calories per serving. So this little thing has 16 calories in it. Next packet that I would like to use is not here, but it's related to the white packet. That would be the brown packet, which would be the cane sugar. It's sugar, so it's natural. The coloring is brown. It hasn't been bleached white like this because sugar doesn't naturally come white like this. If you ever had sugar cane, you might really enjoy it. They're really delicious. But what's on the inside is a brownish color. And so the cane sugar is thicker, a little thicker, clumpier, but it's still the all-natural sugar. So 2 all-natural products there. Next we have this pink packet, which includes dextrose. There's a few of these that include dextrose. I think it's like an agent that's used to keep this concoction from caking up. The main ingredient, though, is saccharin. And there's a bunch of other stuff that comes in the saccharin packets. It's a 0-calorie sweetener that's used to replace sugar for those that aren't able to handle the sugar. But the thing about using the saccharin, they did tests on it, and in laboratory animals, like laboratory rats and things, when they consumed higher doses of it, those animals did end up with some bladder cancer. But in regular size doses, it's reported as safe to use, safe for consumption for all people. It doesn't taste exactly like sugar. I can guarantee you that. I've tried all of these packets. So the flavor is a little bit different, but it does give it somewhat of a sweetness to it. And they say that, it's definitely 0 calories per package, but it's, like I said, it has a variety of things in here. Cream of tartar is also in here. I didn't realize that. But they say it's safe for consumption. A lot of people do still use the pink packets, but I just wanted to share that with you. You may be one of those people that use the pink packets, but there are some other options available. Next, let's talk about the yellow packets. The yellow packet also has some dextrose in there, but it has sucralose, which is also known as glucose, or it's very close to glucose. It's comparable to glucose. And this is something that a lot of people that are diabetic are told, hey, this is a good option for you. We're talking about the evolution of sweeteners here. So glucose is supposed to be good for you. It's very good to stabilize very low blood sugar level, but you don't want to use too much of it. You may not want to use 4 of these packets in your coffee or whatever, but it is good for you. One of these packets is comparable to 2 of these. So 2 of the plain sugar is 1 of these. And there's still people that use 3, 4, 5 of these. It's not a good idea to use too much. But be careful. especially if you're diabetic, be careful how much of it you're consuming. Not saying that it's bad for you, but be careful how much you consume. Next packet is the blue packet, which is known as sucralose. Nice how we got all these names. Sucralose is aka Splenda. That's like a brand name of the blue packet. So many people know it as Splenda. It's safe to consume. It doesn't spike your blood sugar levels like sugar does. So this is a nice win-win for people with that are diabetic or pre-diabetic, trying to keep things under control. So it does also include dextrose. You ever wonder why all these packets can include dextrose? I wonder about that. Take my glasses off. But yeah, so this does include dextrose, but it also includes aspartame. I've heard some things up and down about the aspartame. It also includes something known as phenylalanine. I'm going to let you do your own little research and homework on it. Phenylalanine. That's something you'll want to check into, because there are some interesting and somewhat controversial things about that product. Although, as far as taste, it tastes really good because I've tried it. And one of these little packets is like 2 of the sugar. Next, we have good old green packet. The green packet is stevia. It has stevia and monk fruit in it. But most people just know the green packets as stevia. So those are all natural products. So they're all natural, just like sugar is all natural. And you may hear some people say, tastes like a sugar because it's made with sugar. Well, sort of. It's got some natural wholesome goodness in it. One of these packets is like 2 of these packets again. I didn't read anything on the label, and in my research I didn't find anything about dextrose in there, which is surprising because all the other ones had dextrose in there. Everything else that wasn't real sugar had dextrose, but this is an all-natural product that has the stevia fruit and the monk fruit in there, and it's a great 0-calorie substitute for people with diabetes. It looks like these are in the top 2, which everything except for the white packet and the brown packet, those have 16 calories per packet. Everything else is 0 calories. But this is supposed to be a really good option for people that are diabetic or pre-diabetic. And the thing about the stevia is, it's not going to make blood sugar spike and all that. It seems like as we move along in, technology and science and everything, we learn more and more about what we're actually putting in our body. It used to be that we just eat stuff and everything was all good and we were okay. But then, as foods got manipulated and things, they start poking around with different things, trying to make things better or, sweeter or whatever, that's when we started noticing changes and everything. So we got a bunch of packets to choose from. Choose wisely for whatever your situation is. But if you want more information on the things that are in those packets, what it really means to be using those things, I'd say check out WebMD, because there's a lot of good information there that's very reliable. And you can check out the National Cancer Institute, because some of the side effects from using too much of one thing or another can kind of lead to cancer, or has led to cancer in laboratory animals. But here, let me share a little bit more information before I get off of here. Sucralose, like I said, it's safe to consume, doesn't spike blood sugar levels. It's like sugar. It It's like sugar. It's Splenda, basically. Doesn't spike blood sugar levels the way sugar does, so it makes it a lot safer. Aspartame is, which I say is in the the blue packet. Aspartame and phenylalanine. Phenylalanine is something that you want to look up and find more information about, because I can't share too much on my channel. I don't want to get a strike, but I will encourage you highly to check it out online. Just talk to Google or dogpile.com or whatever and see what they pull up. It's an eyebrow raiser. But it also has the aspartame, which is 200 times sweeter than saccharin. So, using this packet, 200 times sweeter than this. And once you use this and then you try to use this, you will see the difference in the flavor. I promise you, you will. But my number one is sugar when I can have it. But if I want to be careful and watch my A1C levels or whatever, if I had to watch those sorts of things, then yeah, I probably would more than likely use the sucralose, Splenda. This is sugar substitute. But my favorite actually now is the stevia. My number one is sugar, white packet or brown packet. Stevia is my number 2. Splenda is my number 3. And then these two are pulling up the rear. What do you think about them? Have you ever tried all the different types? Just get a packet of each. Make you some tea, or you can even put it in a little water or whatever, and just be honest with yourself. How does it taste? Is there bitterness? Does it give you like an aftertaste? Because some of these do give you an aftertaste. And some of these you'll use and think, oh, I'm all good. And then next thing you know, you're hungry. Maybe it's just me, but it has happened before. But for more information, I encourage you to look up the National Cancer Institute's website and see what they say about artificial sweeteners. And WebMD, because they've always got really good informative information. But I just wanted to share that with you real quick. Hope you're doing good today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Until then.